what's up guys? Back with another video. Due to popular demand, I'm going to be showing you guys how to jump your neutral safety switch on an 05 to 07 G35 or 350Z equipped with a VQ35DE in the process of doing a manual swap. It's a pretty common misconception that when performing a manual swap on these vehicles, you need to change out the ECU, the harness, and the cluster in order to get everything to function properly. Now, I understand that some people might not like having their clusters show different lights, and in a state like California where you have state ref and you got to get your car inspected, you probably can't get away with just swapping everything over, doing a neutral safety jump, because it's going to tell the person who's inspecting your car that it's always in drive, and you're also going to have a couple cluster lights. But if you're in a state like Florida or like anywhere else in the country besides like 2 states, you should be good to just use this method, jump it over, and you'll be good to go. Point of jumping your neutral safety is to trick the car into believing it's in park at all times. So today I'm going to show you how to do that. Once you got your hood open, you're going to want to come over into your battery area and remove the entire plastic piece that covers your battery. On the 350Zs, I'm not sure the cowl comes down this far, but on the G35, you can go ahead and remove your cowl, and that'll make it a lot easier to access the IPDM box. This is the integrated power distribution module. And just pull off this cover right here. Boom. On the IPDM, you want to go ahead and jump pin number 53. Now hold on, I'm going to show you where that is. If you want to make this process a little easier, you can go ahead and remove your battery, and there's 2 clips on the back of the IPDM that you can clip and pull the thing out so you have a little bit more room to work with. Oh, I elected to jump my pin 53 over to a switch power wire on this middle clip here. However, you can come up into this box right here. You can go ahead and remove this fuse right here, and underneath it, this bottom pin is switch power. This top one is constant with battery connected, so you do not want to use this top one. But what you can do is you can run the wire up and over into this fuse box, fold it over this pin, and then go ahead and press your fuse right back in there. Well, relay. Focus on showing you the wire you're supposed to jump. On your IDPM module, you're going to want to look for this white plug at the bottom right corner, all the way down here, the bottom right most plug that you can get. Same direction that you pulled it out, there's going to be a gray wire with a red stripe at the top left corner of the plug. That is wire number 53. Go ahead and splice into that wire right there, top left of the bottom right plug. Gray wire with a red stripe, that's wire number 53. You go ahead and splice into that and run that to your switch power. I have my switch power ran off the top right wire of this middle white plug right here, which is also switched, but like I said, you can go ahead and run that from pin 53 up to this relay to the bottom post. This post right here, don't run it to this one or you're going to drain your battery and you're always going to have battery draw issues. This bottom one right here, switch power. Run pin 53 from the bottom far right white plug to your switch power. You'll be able to start your car. All right, let's test it. Put the key in. Oh, my E-fans came on. I actually forgot to do something. Let me use this as an opportunity to teach you guys something real quick. You guys hear how my E-fans are on with my key on? That's because I forgot to plug in the bottom plug with pin 53 on it. Be asking, Zach, how does that equate to a tip and trick for us? Well, that means that there's no communication with the ECU. And when there's no communication with the ECU, your E-fans will turn on. So if you're going through an issue where you think you might have blown your ECU in your G35 or your 350Z, if you put your key in and you turn it to the on position and your E-fans turn on, your ECU is shot. So now that you guys know that, I'm going to go plug the clip back in with pin 53 on it to the IPDM box. My E-fans won't come on anymore. It'll be communicating with my ECU. I'll be able to start my car. All right, plug back in. Key in neutral. Perfect. These are the lights you can expect to stay on. Your slip, VDC, and your automatic transmission check. You can probably get rid of these 3 if you take care of the symptoms that would make these lights turn on, but you're always gonna have an automatic transmission check light on. That's all there is to it, man. You don't need to swap your harness. You definitely don't need to swap your ECU. You definitely don't need to get a new cluster. You can do all those things if you'd like to, but it's not necessary at all. It's as simple as just jumping one wire from your IPDM module over to a switch power source, your neutral safety's jumped, and you can drive your manual swap G35 or 350Z. Make sure you like, subscribe, check out my other content. I do all kinds of builds on this channel, engine swaps, builds. I build engines too, turbo conversions, everything. I should actually use this as an opportunity to show you guys everything that I work on this channel so you can follow along. I saw at the beginning of the video, I was standing in front of this 240SX. This is actually my VQ35DE swapped SIL 80. The VQ is not in it right now. I actually just took it out so I could port the heads and make it a little bit better NA. Here I've got my 1988 FC3S RX-7 with a right-hand drive conversion in it that I went ahead and did myself. You can find a couple of the videos on YouTube still. Once I'm done with the engine bay, I'm going to swap it with a 1JZ GTE non-VVTi. Currently in this Cressida that I picked up for $500. Really, 1JZ GTE Cressida, 500 bucks. I got a video on it on my YouTube. I'll put the link in the bio. Most popular video when I picked this car up. $500. Can you believe that? I was just driving around. I just found this thing. 500 bucks. Right there's my 66,000 mile W58 7MGE Cressida. That thing is getting turbo converted very soon. As soon as I finish the manifolds and everything, I'll be taking that engine out, rebuilding it, and getting it ready for some boost. Another Cressida. This is one I'm going to be using as a drift shell. As if you guys haven't realized by now. Well, I got a lot of drift cars. And if I'm going to own multiple of one car, I'd like to have one that I feel comfortable drifting too. So this one's either going to get a 1UZ or an LS. I haven't made the decision yet. But when I do, that'll be a build on the channel. Right here is my girlfriend's 1993 slick top S13 hatch with a KA24DE. It's a stock auto, but I have almost everything I need to do a manual conversion on it. Got the 1989 AW11 MR2 with a 20 valve swap. And this is my other S13, which I'm going to be putting a 13B in. For cover, we've got Brandy's NA Miata, which is in the middle of getting a paint job. Almost done, just got to do the hood and the bumpers. Behind that, we've got my D21. To the right of that, we've got my KA24DE turbo converted 240SX. This is my current drift car. It's all set up for it right now. Currently, I am cleaning up the engine bay because I thought it looked pretty ugly. So, I'm in the middle of making it look not so horrible. Over here, we've got my girlfriend's other Miata. So yeah, she's got 3 90s JDM cars, which is pretty nice. Well, not JDM, obviously. They didn't come from Japan, but they're... You get it. So this is a 1999 NB1 Miata. We just did a VVT swap on it. We also rebuilt this engine from the ground up, my girlfriend and I. We have content on this as well, which I'll tag in the playlist below. That's pretty much it. That G35 is my other missile car. So I've got the G35 missile, the KA missile, and then hopefully the Cressida missile. But at my garage over across town, I have a JZX81 that I'm doing a VIP build on. I have a 2JZ GTE for it. So if you guys like the content, you like what I got going on, or you're interested in any of this stuff, hit the subscribe button because I'm trying to upload more, trying to upload at least a few times a week, trying to keep you guys more involved. Make sure you check out my Instagram, check out my TikTok, hit the like button if you learned something, subscribe if you want to learn more, and we'll see you in the next video.